live a couple minutes ago, but I still had this thing set to my Twitch. Uh, yeah, not YouTube, but huh, but I'm live now. That camera does not seem to be wanting to focus. Just 1 minute. Okay, reducing the zoom. Yeah, that should help a bit. Don't know how it'll. Hopefully, a bit better now. Or a bit. Um, yeah. Okay, that looks better. All right. Awesome. Just gotta throw the link in the Discord real quick. Couple of Discords actually, but yeah. Vertical setup. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, pretty much. This is I'm still working on getting everything set up because I did recently rearrange my entire setup. So uh yeah. It used to be where the table was actually facing this way and my back was to that wall, but yeah, changed things recently. I still need to, figure out something better for the camera, but as of now, this will have to work. But yeah. All right. Yeah. Have fun with your workout. I'm actually probably going to be hitting the gym after this too. All right. Thanks for stopping by, Coconut. Welcome to the stream, Survivalist. I am just getting my link in a couple Discords. So, and then I will be tearing down this mock. This one. Not this one, which I still have up, which I probably will need to tear down eventually, but it's lighting. Let me try something just to get it a bit more light. Ooh, actually, probably better just use the ceiling light. I will be right back. Okay, that is better. And I'm gonna have to bring up the chat on my phone because my PC is too far away to see right now. At least for me to be able to read accurately. Yeah, I have to have my head turned and stuff, and it'd just be a mess. But yeah, so okay, yeah, that looks better. I don't have a light. The camera's directly pointed towards. That's much better. All right. Well, welcome everyone to the stream. My table's kind of a mess between block building and animating and decaling and all that stuff. It's just kind of a bit of a mess. I should probably pour this tea before it overbrews. I'd forgotten I even scheduled this stream till 14 minutes and 56 seconds before it was supposed to happen. So, yeah. Oh man, I gotta. All right. trying to remember. I'm fairly positive I have all the scenes I need shot. So, yeah, I am free to disassemble this now. If I get bored, I'll probably just hop in a Discord call so anyone watching can join in. But yeah. This is going to be more annoying to tear down than usual because I've actually started sorting individual parts and not just throwing everything into a general bin for it. But yeah, it's gonna take longer, certainly, to tear it down completely. But yeah. Oh, this mock has served me well as I've been animating, which I've not gotten all that done with animating the past couple days. So I do need to get back to that. Nice, nice. What'd you play? What game modes? Let's try the T. T is as I expect for a third infusion. I really should read or declutter this a bit because I've got too much stuff scattered. Alright. Here it is. Yes, this is the bag I'm looking for. Awesome. What I need to do is wall mount a screen right here. That would be great. Bring this table out a few inches. That would be perfect for streaming. Alrighty. I got two more. It's a bit closer to me. Oh, nice, nice, yeah. I rarely play Precision Slayer. It's not that often. Yeah, it's mostly Auto Slayer because I don't know. So just the sandbox itself, right? And the way the maps are designed. Most of the maps in Halo are designed to be played on Auto Slayer if you are playing Slayer. They're not designed for you to start out with precision weapons because that greatly increases the range and drastically devalues power weapons. And it also devalues the other precision weapons on the map. So, I should actually get this going. I mean, precision can be fun. Although I think it's kind of irrelevant in 4, isn't it? Whether it's precision or auto, because you got the oh no, wait, does Precision Slayer in 4 force everyone to start out with a DMR or ER? I don't know, I haven't actually played it. I don't play 4 that often, and when I do, it's always Auto Slayer because I don't have Precision Slayer enabled in my rotation. But yeah. I mostly play SWAT and Auto Slayer. Is most of what I play. Okay. Playing 4 feels so weird compared to the rest of them because, like, I can feel the bullet magnetism difference. Shots I know I should not be making are hitting. And it's just weird. That, and even though I have sprint, even though sprint is in Halo 4, I overall feel like I move slower because you do, because the maps are so much bigger. Your base movement speed is lower than in any other game. Your sprint movement speed is not that much more than your base movement speed in Halo 2. And the maps are bigger to accommodate for the fact you have sprint. So, yeah, sprint's not really a thing that should be in Halo. Like, if you're gonna have it, have it the way Reach implemented it, because in Reach, there is no, at least as far as I know, there really is no increased bullet magnetism compared to the other games. Because not everyone has sprint. You only have sprint if you choose it. So. Yeah, are you playing on a controller? Because if you're playing on a controller, that... Yikes. Yeah. I mean, on mouse and keyboard, it's super easy to both sprint and use armor abilities. Like... Although I'm sure there's probably a different controller setup that would allow you to use sprint and armor abilities easier. But yeah. Then again, that does change your controls, which then you'd have to get used to the new controls, and at that point, you might as well just get used to mouse and keyboard. Where did I put that bag I just had? I literally just had a bag. Oh, it's right here. Yeah. I mean, I don't really use a controller. I've tried it out in some cases. The aim assist is just ridiculous. Like, the main reason I tried it is because I had to see just how much of a difference it made, and it makes a huge difference. But I mean, yeah, I'd still rather have the greater precision of mouse and keyboard and everything else that comes along with it. Like, that to me drastically outweighs the aim assist for people that are decently skilled. I'd consider myself a decent Halo player. I'm not great. But I can get, 20 to 30 kills in a SWAT game. Especially if one of my teammates is AFK, one or more. The best case scenario for SWAT for me is two of my teammates are AFK. Because that just makes it so much easier. The enemy team has far less people to kill. And yeah. Oh, it's so much fun, especially when you get a quadra kill in SWAT. That is fun. Alright, where is that? Here it is. Yeah, I think the one I use whenever I do use a controller is Universal Recon. I think that's what the name of it was. Is whatever. Yeah. Whenever Split Screen comes to the Master Chief Collection on PC, I'll probably have to use a controller a bit, so I can play with some friends, but not a huge deal. That'll be great, honestly. Because the only way I could do split screen right now is to use the 360. And after years of playing on PC, going back to something that's like 500, well, okay, technically I think Reach and 4 are technically 720p, but there's dynamic resolution stuff going on. So yeah, it may be outputting in 720p, but that doesn't mean it's always rendering in 720p. So yeah. But yeah, I am really looking forward to being able to play split screen, 1080p 60 actually 4K 60 FPS. Because if I ever have people over to play split screen, I'm hooking that up to I'm hooking my PC up to the TV. But yeah. Okay, 4K 4-way split screen would basically give everyone their own 1080p screen, and that would just be fantastic. Although I don't know if my PC could probably handle 4 instances of 60 FPS gameplay at 4K. Especially, yeah, I mean, yeah, got a frickin' Vega 56 in there. And these are, 9+-year-old games. But yeah. I should put all my tan and light tan 1x2 slopes in the same bag. That would be best. Putting all my double wide ones in the same bag too. Organization. And my taller, like 1x2 by 2s and 1x2s by 3s are going in the same bag as well. Yeah, probably. I mean, well, it depends on the game. If it's Combat Evolved, like that's technically, yeah. No, wait, no, it is a 2001 engine, so like Combat Evolved in Halo 2, you may not have an issue with running 4 people at the same time without changing settings. But if I'm remembering your specs correct, actually I don't know. We don't know what it'll take to run these games in split screen yet. I'm glad they're getting around to adding a custom games browser. That would be fun. I tried out the one for Reach. I didn't play much of it because Reach is not my favorite one to play, but it was pretty fun what I did play. Because before the Master Chief Collection launched on PC, I would play El Dorado, and as soon as I got into the custom games browser, there were so many custom games that I played on El Dorado because El Dorado was really my first online Halo experience. Actually, no, I take that back. Wait, I'm trying to think. Okay, so I did play online on the 360 a couple times with Halo Reach and I think 4 because they occasionally had those, Xbox Live Gold for everyone weekends where everyone could play online, but that was it. Yeah, after that it was El Dorado and Project Cartographer. Project Cartographer being the mod for Halo 2 Vista that got its working properly on modern PCs and stuff. Before the Master Chief Collection came to PC, of course. And yeah. That was fun. Not a huge player count, but oh man, some of those custom games were fantastic. I can't wait till mod tools are actually released before the MCC. It's gonna change everything. Stop dropping stuff. I think I've dropped pieces on every stream. It's a tradition at this point. So. Alright. I'm thinking about just opening Discord and letting people hop in a voice call and that way make the stream a bit more interesting. I may do that in a couple minutes. Ooh. At least that one landed on my lap. If it fall to the ground, that would have been. I should. Oh wait, here. Get all these pieces sorted out. Wait, that's not it. Here we go. Trying to keep this all sorted. It's worth it though, because it drastically cuts down on my build times. Like it takes me a bit longer to tear everything down. It saves me so much time with building. Oh, I need that to go this one. My next mock will probably be pretty similar to this because mainly because of my stop motions, right? Right now I'm not focusing as much on the mocks themselves, but building sets for stop motions. And I want those sets to be pretty well detailed and stuff. So next mock I make is probably going to be very similar to this. It'll need to be a bit bigger, maybe 32 by 64, so two 32 by 32 base plates, and it will have more structures in it basically. Because for what I need, this doesn't really say anything about. This doesn't really spoil anything for the stop motion itself, but basically what I've recorded so far has basically been on kind of like the ruined outskirts of a city. So my plan for the story next, they would need to be in the ruined more town center. What time is it? Okay. I may not be streaming too long today. Probably no more than an hour, maybe a bit less. So, it's gonna be a short one. I may not even actually get around to building. Yikes. Actually, I can probably just leave the 32 by 32 the same. I would just need to tear everything off this 32 by 12 I have. No. Wait. I am going to be building a mock here soon. As soon as I finish tearing this down. I was not very prepared for this stream. Oh, welcome to the stream. Should probably say that. Yeah. I'd completely forgotten that I was supposed to be streaming until about 14 minutes and 56 seconds before this stream happened. No, it's not going to be a base. It's going to be basically like the destroyed town, or part of it at least. These, all my tan bricks I just throw into the thing. I don't put these in bags. I don't need to. Just standard tan bricks and stuff. My plates, on the other hand, or tiles. No. Yeah, plates. Yeah. Yeah, those all go in bags. At least now they do. I don't have a great organization system, but it's effective. And it saves time in the long run. Nope. Welcome to the stream. Roblox or Roblox? I'm guessing it's Roblox, but yeah, Roblox is also a possible pronunciation. Welcome. Where is my bag for? Ah. Got a couple bags for plates, but for this one. Okay. Welcome to the stream, Crystal Customs. I need to use the brick separator. Should probably save my fingernails. Is this still connected? It barely is. Okay. There it is. It's just connected by one piece. All right. I will be building a mock of some ruined buildings, destroyed buildings here soon. Just need to finish tearing down previous mock first. Which I am almost finished doing. I can actually leave most of this intact because it's the next mock is going to have basically identical terrain. But I'm going to focus more on buildings and stuff this time. Structures, yeah. Destroyed structures, but still structures. I say a lot of stuff about Dave Filoni. You may want to be more specific, Crystal. No, this wasn't Tatooine. This was an unnamed planet. I actually have a video about this mock. It's not too long, but yeah. Did I release? Now I'm trying to remember if I actually released the video. I'm pretty sure I did, but now I gotta check. Because... Hold on. Yeah, I did. It was 2 weeks ago. That's why I was having trouble remember. Oh yeah. Dave Filoni did it with the old canon, doing it with the new canon. Yeah. Like, not that I care much about the Disney canon, but like, oh man, I just find it hilarious that people love Filoni so much with how much he screws with the continuity of apparently no matter what canon he's using. Although, actually, well, actually, I shouldn't say that because I can't remember if Filoni was a writer for this. I didn't check the credits. If he was a writer or a producer or director or executive producer, then yeah. Some blame should be on him for that. I have no idea. Yeah, like, I'm trying to remember because I'm pretty sure Filoni changed lightsaber colors for some characters in TCW compared to what they were originally. I'm trying to remember. I'd have to go back and I think it may have been what was it? Ayla Sakura? Well, no. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was orange earlier in the war, but I think you got a blue one later on in the original continuity. the 2002 to 2007 continuity, basically. I'll have to double check that. It may have been orange the whole war, but I did think that it was blue at one point in the original continuity before Filoni. Yeah. Plo Koon definitely had an orange lightsaber for a while. Well, actually, it varied in depiction. Sometimes it was orange, sometimes it was yellow. I think it depended on the media. But um, I'd have to check the comics. I'm gonna look this up real quick, so I'm gonna have to turn this way so I can view the chat while I look this up. All right. Yeah. The chat was pretty dead before. But now there's people here, so yeah, thank you all for coming. Yes, I'm using a camera. Wait, let me. Yeah, I'm using a webcam, specifically Logitech C920. Not for audio though. I've got a mic for that. It's a blue snowball. Hold on. Let's see here. So apparently he had a blue lightsaber in one of the depictions during the Stark Hyperspace War, which is about. It was shortly before the Naboo crisis, not long before. But I'm trying to find, because I know he did use an orange lightsaber for a while. But I'm trying to find out if all this information was before the 2008 Clone Wars or not. Hold on, let me go back up to the. Okay, yeah. Him having a blue lightsaber during the Clone Wars was before Filoni. When doesn't mean he had it for the whole war, but yeah, he did. Yeah, I think, if what I was reading, if I read that correctly, at least. All right, I'm gonna go back to turning this down. Well, yeah. I mean, it really depended on whether it was yellow or orange, depended on the artist and how they drew it. The line between yellow and orange is yeah, not always easy to tell. Was that Kanan's master? Depa? Or am I thinking of someone else completely? Okay, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I thought the first episode of Bad Batch was okay. I don't have too many problems with it. Like I could tell right away that like even with my limited knowledge of the Disney canon lore, just I knew how they depicted Kanan's master's death was different than what it originally was. Which, this isn't a spoiler for the episode, really. Because it like happens right at the start. Everyone knows Kanan's master died in Order 66. The only spoiler here is that we get it depicted in the show. I don't really care about spoilers anyway. If you don't want spoilers, probably not the best stream to watch. I'm trying to remember if we did see his lightsaber during Attack of the Clones. Yeah, yeah. But no, Dave. Could have made 2 new characters. But no. I mean, the only reason I really care about this at all is because he's doing the same crap he did with the old continuity. Source material. Who needs that? Dave Filoni, probably. At least Halo. Well, I shouldn't say Halo has always had a consistent continuity. It kind of has. The plans for the continuity have changed. The plans for the lore have changed. But that doesn't mean the lore itself was inconsistent. Of course, when you get to stuff like how the Fall of Reach, the game, or how the game Reach retconned a lot of stuff in the book, The Fall of Reach. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of inconsistencies there. Which there, I think 343 fixed a lot of them with the updates to the Fall of Reach. Well, Fall of Reach, First Strike, and what was the other one? The Flood, that they've made over the years. Those 3 books in particular being the first 3 novels, they've obviously had a lot of stuff retconned. Like, a lot of the retcons I'm actually fine with. Not as much about the ones surrounding the game Reach. It would not have taken much effort at all to make the game Reach almost 100% compatible with the original 2003 release of the book The Fall of Reach. But I just finished reading over it, and yeah, there is some stuff that sticks out to me that is contradictory, but it's not a lot, not as much as people make it out to be. And I have, well, oh no, wait, I don't have a 2001 version of The Fall of Reach. I've got a 2003 reprint, but yeah. But everything in it is basically the same, except for they fixed some printing issues with the original 2001 release, but yeah. It's not that. It's not that Bungie didn't like people messing with the lore. It's just that Bungie always held the view, we're going to make the story we want to make, and game lore supersedes everything else. They wanted to tell the story that they wanted to. They didn't. And so they did. Which, yeah, if I'm pretty sure all of the authors of the Halo Expanded Universe were told beforehand, look, write this if you want to, but yeah, if we feel the need, if any of our games step on the toes of this lore, our games supersede. And that's just the way it was with Bungie. I'm entirely fine with that because they made that very clear. Game lore supersedes. 343 doesn't have that view, which is why they've made several attempts to rectify some of the issues. A lot of them I'm fine with. Like a lot of the retcons and stuff I'm fine with. Like originally, the Sangheili had not been really seen by the UNSC until 2552. Okay, that doesn't really make much sense, you know, as we get further on into the games and stuff. Yeah, well, keep in mind, a lot of the Bungie people did consult on the books. Joe Staten wrote Contact Harvest, so... But yeah, less so with the first book, The Fall of Reach, because that was, if I remember correctly, that was pushed by Microsoft. So Bungie did not consult as much. They gave some background and stuff. They gave some elements they wanted in it. They gave some vague ideas, and Nilland had to base it off of that. The Flood, that one was more connected to Bungie because it was a novelization of Combat Evolved, which I'm about to start rereading. First Strike, there is a lot. If you just read it, compare it to Combat Evolved and Halo 2, you can tell Bungie was decently involved in that. I'm fairly positive I remember reading that the reason they included the line in Halo 2 where the Master Gunnery Sergeant asks Sergeant Major Johnson how he made it back home in one piece, and Sergeant Johnson says that's classified. I'm pretty sure they included that just to get people to read First Strike. Like, just kind of like as a nod to the book. And, yeah, obviously, like, First Strike has a lot more elements that we see in later games. Like, it was released a year before Halo 2, but it's the first reference of the Jiralhanae we ever have. Of course, in that book, it says that, you know, that was the first time humanity had ever fought them. In the 2003 release, I should say, that has been retconned, because of course it has. But that was Bungie's idea. It being, the Brutes being the, not really in the war until 2552. That was Bungie's idea, originally. Of course, after Halo 2, like, Halo went from, oh yeah, it's that game on the Xbox, to being, okay, this is the game on the Xbox. This is the number, like, basically Microsoft's flagship series. And so the lore department had to do some changes. But yeah, I do want to get my hands on some of the, mainly the 2019 versions of The Fall of Reach and First Strike. I guess The Flood too, although The Flood is not my favorite novel. It could change though. I haven't read it in a couple years, and I'm about to start rereading it. But yeah. But well, it looks like the chat doesn't like me going on tangents about Halo lore. Huh. Oh man. Where'd the chat go? Come on, I was only monologuing about Halo lore for 5 minutes straight. But yeah. Basically, the point I'm trying to make is that the original intent for a lot of the lore Bungie was working on, the original intent was changed, but the actual continuity itself did not suffer that much when, you know, retcons and stuff were made, because it was mostly minor stuff and mostly logical stuff that should never have been written the way it was written. Mostly. Yeah. Hey, that's That's entirely original 343 stuff. If they had stuck with the original intent of Bungie's lore and that the Forerunners were the ancient humans, that could have never happened the way it did. I'm just saying, I do think that the original intent behind Bungie's lore of that the ancient humans were the Forerunners, I do think that is more interesting because which is why that was the plan even up at least for Bungie. That was the plan all the way through, like, I think until they left, honestly, if I'm remembering correctly. Because there are several lines in Halo 4 that when you, or I mean Halo 3, that when you realize, oh, truth, or yeah, the Prophet of Truth, he's referring to the fact that ancient humans are the Forerunners, like, or that humans are at least the descendants of the Forerunners. Because there's one line in when he's trying to get Johnson to activate the Halo array. I think he says something along the lines of, "This is why your forefathers left you behind, because you are weak, and gods cannot be weak." Basically implying that the reason humanity still exists is because they were part of the species of the Forerunners that the rest of the Forerunners that became the Forerunners did not want. They were weak, or something like that. Which, of course, wasn't true, either with Bungie's original intent for the lore, or 343's. Like, of course, truth was wrong. So. I really need to pick up a copy of Contact Harvest soon, because that is the only book written by an original member of the Bungie staff that at least I'm pretty sure. Oh wait, Joe Staten may have written another book, I think. It was released in the 343 era, but I'm pretty sure he did write one other book. I'm trying to remember what it was, though. I should look that up. Hold on. Um, hmm, trying to. Hmm. Shadows of Intent. That's it. Yeah, that's the other book Staten wrote, and that was in the 343 era of books. So, I'm kind of surprised Staten actually did end up writing more for the Halo lore, because he was kind of like the head guy behind it for Bungie. And considering how much the intent 343 changed, I'm surprised he wrote anything for them. Eh. I guess he loved the series more than. I guess he just loved the series itself. Oh man, how long have I been going? The stream has been going on for. Oh, 15 minutes. I should probably start building something since this is supposedly a building stream, so I will get to building. I'm gonna need all of these. Let's probably not gonna do much building because I'm gonna have to go take care of something. I should take the stickers off these eventually, but yeah. Oh man. Okay. I'm actually gonna have to end the stream because I gotta go take care of something. So sorry for cutting the stream short, everyone. But yeah, thanks for everyone who turned out. Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a great rest.